Good morning and welcome. Job with the news on India Today. I am Ankit Tyagi. Our continuous rolling coverage from early morning to late in the night, giving you minute-by-minute update of the tensions prevailing between India and Pakistan. India strike backs continues here. The United States has called on India and Pakistan to cease all cross-border military activity and return to stability. US State Department spokesperson has said, and I quote, "We urge both sides to take immediate steps to de-escalate the situation, including through direct communication. Further military activity will exacerbate the situation across the border. Cross-border terrorism, such as the recent attack on India's Central Reserve Police Force on February 14, posed a grave threat to the security of the region. We reiterate our call for Pakistan to abide by its United Nations Security Council commitments to deny terrorists safe haven and block their access to the funds." Unquote. All right, now just going across to the other breaking news which is coming in. Pakistan has violated the ceasefire along the line of control in the Punch and the Akhnur sectors late last night and in the early hours today. Pakistani troops opened heavy fire towards Indian post on the border. The firing from the Pakistani side stopped after Indian forces gave a befitting reply to the Pakistani forward post. Let me go across to Sunil Bhatt, my colleague, who is joining me for more on this story. Sunil, this is a continuous process that we are seeing right after the India's airstrike, in fact, which were conducted on Jaish camps. Pakistan trying to heat up the atmosphere across the line of control and the international border in Jammu and Kashmir.
Yeah, that's right, Ankit. Pakistan is trying to escalate tensions at the line of control. Pakistan seems to be rattled after India carried out airstrikes on Jaish-e-Mohammed terror camps deep inside Pakistan in its province in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in the Balakot area, and after that Pakistan yesterday tried to target what is being reported. Our sources are telling us that army installations here in Jammu and Kashmir were on the target of Pakistani jets. But our alert army troops as well as the Air Force gave a befitting reply to Pakistan, and its nefarious designs were foiled by us yesterday. And after that, Pakistan has once again violated ceasefire. Early in the morning, Pakistani troops targeted the Indian post at the line of control in Punch district. And earlier in the night, late in the night, Pakistani troops had also violated ceasefire along the line of control in Akhnur sector. So clearly, Pakistan is trying to escalate tensions at the line of control. And as a precautionary measure, the authorities have now ordered all the schools to remain shut today. Those schools which fall in the range of 0 to 5 kilometers from the line of control and international border. There is tension all along the line of control as well as at the international border. So we need to see that how now India is going to respond to Pakistan's provocation that Pakistan's jets yesterday entered into Indian airspace and they violated the Indian airspace. And one of our pilots is also now in their captivity, as Pakistan is claiming. So situation is very tense here in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly at the line of control and international border. Ankit?
All right, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. Another breaking news coming in. India's offensive on Pakistan, at least the diplomatic offensive, continues after the démarche issued yesterday in New Delhi to Pakistan's acting High Commissioner demanding immediate release of Wing Commander Vardhaman. India's mission in Islamabad has now formally asked for his release. Letter has been sent to Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Pakistan's response is awaited on this. Quickly getting across to Executive Editor Gaurav Sawant, who is joining me from Srinagar for more on this story. Gaurav, keeping with the international convention, India now making it very clear that our pilot, our airman, should be returned as quickly as possible in the most safe condition.
Ankit, as per Geneva Convention, Pakistan is supposed to hand over a military personnel captured as prisoner of war as quickly as possible. The repatriation can happen either directly or through the ICRC, and India has now not only issued a démarche to Pakistan for violating ceasefire, crossing the line of control and attempting to target military installations, but also taking one of our pilots in their custody who was defending India's airspace. So now it remains to be seen how quickly does Pakistan repatriate the Indian pilot. Pakistan did release a video which very clearly shows that a pilot is in Pakistani custody. He was assaulted by people when he landed, but taken into custody by the Pakistan Army, and according to that video released by the Pakistani government, treated well at least till that point of time in Pakistan Army's custody. So now the ball's in Pakistan's court, but along the line of control, Ankit, this situation remains rather grim with a series of ceasefire violations, not only in Punch but also in the Akhnur sector, both which were responded to by the Indian Army.
All right, Gaurav, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. Now, in a gross misadventure, Pakistani forces attempted to attack India's military installation on Tuesday. While our MiG-21s chased Pakistani fighter jets, the F-16s, back and shot one of them down. In this dogfight, we also lost one of our MiG-21 aircraft, and the pilot went missing in action. Shortly after, Pakistani media aired visuals of the captured Indian pilot, wing commander in the custody of Pakistani military. Ministry of External Affairs on Wednesday confirmed the news. Sources, however, have told India today Pakistan had not diplomatically informed India about the development, but instead paraded the captured officer before media and later released videos of him. India is raising diplomatic offensive against Pakistan. Pakistan, remember, has already violated Article 13 of the Geneva Convention, as it released a video where one can see how the captured Indian pilot is being treated. Now, 24 hours after India conducted the airstrikes on Pakistani soil, decimating Jaish terror camps in Pakistan's Balakot, Naya terrorism is back at doing what it does best, peddling lies. Or it has resorted, in fact, to spreading fake news and half-truths through its propaganda machine. Pakistan military is claiming that they have 2 Indian pilots captured. The news of one more pilot being captured has not yet been confirmed by India, and neither does Pakistan has any significant evidence to back its statement. So, who's the second Pakistani pilot? Who's the second pilot, in fact, Pakistan is claiming to be in their custody? Was the second pilot flying Pakistani jet, which was shot down by India? Where did the second jet claimed by Pakistan go? The Pakistan Army clearly won't have answers to these. Not just that, Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan and his mantris have also been making contradictory statements on the issue.
2 हिंदुस्तान के मिग्स ने पाकिस्तान की रिटेलिएशन में बॉर्डर क्रॉस किया, उनको शूट डाउन किया गया, और मैं ये भी आज कहना चाहता हूँ कि पायलट्स हमारे साथ हैं।
जब पाकिस्तान एयरफोर्स ने ये टारगेट ले लिए तो उसके बाद इंडियन एयरफोर्स के 2 जहाज एक बार फिर लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल की खिलाफ वर्जी करके पाकिस्तान की हदूद में दाखिल हुए। पाकिस्तान एयरफोर्स तैयार थी, उन्होंने उसको टेक ऑन किया, आपस में एंगेजमेंट हुई, जिसके नतीजे में दोनों भारतीय जहाज जो थे वो शूट डाउन हुए। उनमें से एक का रैकेज हमारी साइड पे गिरा, जबकि दूसरे का रैकेज उनकी साइड पे गिरा। इसके अलावा भी इंडिया के एक जहाज के गिरने की इतला है जो थोड़ा अंदर है, लेकिन वो हमारी उसके साथ एंगेजमेंट नहीं हुई। 2 पायलट्स ज़मीन पे जो हमारी फोर्सेस मौजूद थी, उन्होंने उनको अपनी अरेस्ट में लिया, और जैसे उनके साथ एक महज़ब मुल्क सलूक करता है उसके मुताबिक उनके साथ सलूक किया। एक उनमें से ज़ख्मी थे, उनको हमने CMH मुंतकिल कर दिया है, इंशाल्लाह उनका पूरा ख्याल रखा जाएगा, जबकि दूसरे जो हैं वो हमारे पास हैं।
Now let's listen in to the response of the Ministry of External Affairs of India.
One Pakistan Air Force fighter aircraft was shot down by a MiG-21 Bison of the Indian Air Force. The Pakistani aircraft was seen by ground forces falling from the sky on the Pakistan side. In this engagement, we have unfortunately lost one MiG-21. The pilot is missing in action. Pakistan has claimed that he is in their custody. We are ascertaining the facts.
Well, India today exposes Pakistan's sinister agenda. Pakistani media used a 2016 crash footage and passed it on as the 2019 footage of the Indian aircraft being shot down by the Pakistani Air Force. Deception used as a tool of propaganda by Islamabad during times of heightened tension. Here is fact check debunking Pakistan's fake and false claims.
पायलट जिंदा पकड़ा गया है जबकि इसी तैयारे में एक और पायलट भी सवार था.
When temperature rises on the border, truth becomes the casualty. Pakistani media on Wednesday played old images of plane crashes, claiming that they were images of IAF jets shot down by Pakistan fighters. The two planes shown in Pakistani media were IAF jets that had crashed in Jodhpur in 2016 and in Odisha in 2018. The images showed a burnt fuselage of an Indian aircraft, but a fact check by India Today team showed that they were old pictures which were being wrongly put out. The images soon went viral on social media. People in Pakistan started to share the fake pictures, believing them to be true. Pakistani media also showed a video clip of an Indian Air Force pilot and claimed he was flying an aircraft that was shot down. The pilot in that video is indeed an officer of the Indian Air Force. But he was a member of Surya Kiran Aerobatics team of IAF, which crashed on February 19th, before the Bengaluru Air Show. More fake news is likely to do the rounds as the tensions between India and Pakistan remain. We at India Today will keep sifting fact from fiction. Bureau Report, India Today.
India has been relentlessly giving a befitting reply to any attempt by the Pakistanis to harm the Indian territory. India Today will give you an exclusive inside track as to how India thwarted Pakistan's attempt to attack Indian Air Force and our ground installations. It is suggested that 10 Pakistani F-16s took off from different air bases in Pakistan with an aim to destroy an army brigade headquarters in Nowshera and an oil depot on Wednesday. But the Indian radars monitored the planes coming from across the border at around 10 a.m. Immediately, 4 Sukhoi 30 MKI planes and 2 MiG-21 planes took off from Srinagar and Avantipura to tackle the intruders. After entering the Indian airspace from Nowshera sector at 10 a.m., within 2 minutes, they faced the Indian planes over the Rajouri skies and returned immediately to avoid getting hit. As they were returning, the MiG-21 shot at them and one of the F-16 could be seen falling on the side, on Pakistani side of the LOC at the Lamkiri sector. And this is the exclusive detail we have also brought in front of you, that how Pakistani forces, Indian forces tackled the Pakistani intruders and decimated in yet another effort to damage the country. India on Wednesday handed over to Pakistan a dossier with specific details of Jaish-e-Mohammed's complicity in the Pulwama terror attacks. In the dossier, India also provided details of the presence of Jaish-e-Mohammed terror camps and its leadership in Pakistan. The dossier was handed over to the Acting High Commissioner of Pakistan, Saeed Haider Shah, who was summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs to lodge a strong protest at the unprovoked act of aggression by Pakistan against India, including violation of Indian airspace. India told Pakistan to take immediate and verifiable action against terror emanating from the territories under the control of Pakistan. Remember, this comes only days after Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, in a statement, had asked India to provide actionable proof on the Pulwama attacks, and he also assured action. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday chaired a crucial security meeting in the wake of the escalating tensions between India and Pakistan. Prime Minister Modi-led committee has decided India will not buckle under pressure. Navy, Air Force and Army have been given a free hand to take future course of action. A befitting reply would be given at a proper time. On Wednesday, Pakistan claimed its Air Force shot down not one but 2 Indian aircraft that entered its territory. However, Ministry of External Affairs confirmed 1 Indian Air Force pilot was missing in action. India successfully retaliated in the aerial engagement, shooting down a Pakistani jet.
tensions rise on the line of control, India is on a state of high alert. The emergency measures kicked in once Indian fighter jets engaged Pakistan aircraft on the LOC. 8 airports across the northern states were shut down. All civilian flights to and from Amritsar, Pathankot, Srinagar, Jammu, Shimla, Dharamshala, Kullu and Leh were suspended, leaving the passengers stranded.
प्रचालन के कारणों से अभी हमारा जो एयर स्पेस है उसको क्लोज किया गया है और उसके चलते कोई फ्लाइट्स अमृतसर आ नहीं रहे हैं, कमर्शियल फ्लाइट्स। और जब क्योंकि अमृतसर में कोई बेस तो है नहीं, तो जब फ्लाइट्स आएंगी नहीं तो जाएंगी नहीं।
तो उधर क्या है ना, वो डोमेस्टिक एयरलाइंस वाले को और सिक्योरिटी वालों को कुछ कम्युनिकेशन गैप है। ये लोग हमारे को जाने को बोल रहे हैं, वो लोग रोक रहे हैं, ये थोड़ा दिक्कत हो गई थी।
The government opened the airspace for civilian flights after a few hours once the threat of aerial strikes from Pakistani side ended. But intermittent firing on the LOC means life in villages along the LOC won't be returning to normal soon. All schools within 5 kilometers of the LOC in Poonch and Rajouri districts are closed.
बहुत डर लगता है हमें इधर, ज़्यादा फायरिंग वगैरह होती है तो जो हम पढ़ नहीं सकते इसकी वजह से।
The Indian Air Force has upgraded the security alert to the highest levels, putting all fighter bases on maximum alert. Army camps and cantonment areas across northern and western India have also been brought under heavy security cover. At the Indo-Pak border, BSF-2 has been alerted.
पुलिस या अदर सिस्टर एजेंसीज के साथ हमेशा कोऑर्डिनेशन में रहते हैं और हम अभी भी उनके साथ पूरा टच में हैं और किसी भी चीज़ को हम देख परख के सोच के विचार करके उसमें आगे बढ़ेंगे, सभी को साथ लेके। बाकी सीमा सुरक्षा बल बॉर्डर पे हमेशा ही चौकन्ने रहते हैं और एक्स्ट्रा विजिल और हो गई है।
In Punjab's Madhopur, Army has taken charge of the Pathankot Jammu highway from Punjab Police. Delhi, Mumbai and 5 other cities have also been put on highest alert till Friday. Bureau Report, India Today.
24 hours after India conducted aerial strikes on Jaish den in Pakistan's Balakot, the anticipation of a retaliation ended on Tuesday after 3 Pakistani jets entered Indian airspace. One Pakistani jet was
The anticipated retaliation from Pakistan came a little more than 24 hours after India bombed the Jaish terror camp in Balakot. Pakistan sent 3 fighter jets to the line of control, but they were spotted by Indian Sukhois and MiG-21s that were already on patrol. A dogfight ensued, forcing the Pakistani jets to retreat. In the operation, India lost one, was captured by the Pakistani forces. The first confirmation from the Indian side came after 3 p.m.
One Pakistan Air Force fighter aircraft was shot down by a MiG-21 Bison of the Indian Air Force. The Pakistani aircraft was seen by ground forces falling from the sky on the Pakistan side. In this engagement, we have unfortunately lost one MiG-21. The pilot is missing in action.
The Pakistani jets were engaged by the Indian fighters in the Nowshera sector in Jammu and Kashmir's Rajouri district. The hostile jets dropped bombs at 4 locations before returning.
पाकिस्तान की साइड से पुंछ सेक्टर की साइड से कम 4 बम्बर जहाज पाकिस्तानी इस रास्ते में आए और यहाँ उन्होंने आके कम से कम 4-5 हो सकता है ज़्यादा भी हो तो उन्होंने बम यहाँ गिराए और यहाँ का नुकसान भी जो है पेड़ों का बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ है। 200-250 पेड़ जो है वो लॉस हो चुका है।
Islamabad was the first to confirm the skirmish in the sky, calling it a display of capabilities and non-military action. Hours later, the Pakistani Prime Minister released a video message offering talks with India.
जो हथियार आपके पास है और हमारे पास है, क्या हम मिसकैलकुलेशन अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं? क्या हमें इस वक्त सोचना नहीं चाहिए कि ये अगर यहां से एस्केलेट होती है तो ये किधर जाएगी? ना मेरे कंट्रोल में होगी, ना नरेंद्र मोदी के कंट्रोल में होगी। इसलिए मैं फिर से आपको दावत देता हूं कि जब हम तैयार बैठे हैं, किसी किस्म का डायलॉग करना चाहते हैं दहशतगर्दी के ऊपर, हम तैयार हैं। लेकिन मैं फिर से आपको कहूंगा कि इस वक्त बेटर सेंस शुड प्रिवेल। हमें बैठ के बातचीत से अपने मसले हल करने चाहिए।
Earlier, an IAF chopper crashed in Budgam, killing 2 pilots. Both India and Pakistan clarified that the chopper accident was not linked to the dogfight on LOC. As the Indo-Pak border remains tense, it is not known how the crisis will unfold. Will India, having sent Pakistan its message of zero tolerance to terror, now return to hard-nosed diplomacy or turn the heat on Pakistan a few more notches? What is clear is any Pakistan adventure will be met with equal force. Bureau Report, India Today.
Amid the rising India-Pakistan tension, the opposition on Wednesday condemned the BJP government for what it termed as a blatant politicization of the armed forces, sacrifice, and also criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi for not convening an all-party meeting. Representatives of 21 opposition parties, including Congress President Rahul Gandhi, Trinamool Chief Mamata Banerjee, CPIM General Secretary Sitaram Yechuri, met in the aftermath of the Indian Air Force strike on Jaish-e-Mohammed training camps in Balkot in Pakistan and accused the government of politicizing the matter. Meanwhile, Union Minister Arun Jaitley slammed the parties and asked them to introspect and in turn accused them of politicizing the entire incident.
The meeting of 21 parties expressed their deep anguish over the blatant politicization of the sacrifices made by our armed forces by leaders of the ruling party. National security must transcend narrow political considerations.
मुझे याद है कि जब यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स की नेवल सील एबटाबाद से ओसामा बिन लादेन को ले गई, तो क्या हम नहीं कर सकते? ये केवल कल्पना होती थी, इच्छा होती थी, एक फ्रस्ट्रेशन था, निराशा थी। आज तो वो भी संभव है।
Well, a battery of senior opposition leaders are holding an emergency meeting in the parliament following the escalation in the hostilities between India and Pakistan. The opposition parties lauded Indian armed forces for pounding Jaish terror camps in Balakot, but also cautioned the Bharatiya Janata Party against politicizing the issue.
The opposition, ever since the Pulwama attack, had said it was standing shoulder to shoulder with the Modi government. But that tone changed a bit on Wednesday.
The leaders observed that the Prime Minister has regrettably not convened an all-party meeting as per the established practice in our democracy.
The Modi government was also blamed by 21-party opposition meeting of chest thumping and taking political credit for the attack on the Jaish camp in Pakistan.
हमने चिंता प्रकट की कि किस तरीके से ये परिस्थिति जो है का दुरुपयोग और इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है शासक पार्टियों के नेताओं की तरफ से, ताकि इसके बारे में राजनीतिकरण हो रहा है, जबकि पूरा विपक्ष साथ खड़ा था, सरकार खड़ा है सरकार और आतंकवाद के खिलाफ.
The meeting was attended by senior leaders of the Congress, TDP, TMC, NC and AAP who hailed the efforts of the armed forces. At the end of the meeting, a resolution was passed paying homage to Pulwama martyrs. It unanimously expressed solidarity with the armed forces. The opposition leaders also condemned Pakistan's misadventure and expressed concerns for the safety of the missing pilot.
जो भी सरकार ने, आर्मी ने, हमारे वायुसेना ने जो कदम उठाए हैं उसका हमने स्वागत किया है, सराहना की है और साथ ही साथ इसके राजनीतिकरण किए जाने पर अपनी चिंता जताई.
The opposition's message to the government was clear. We are with you as long as you keep your side of the bargain and not take political mileage out of acts executed by the armed forces. With Paulami Saha in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, breaking news coming in. The United States, Britain and France proposed on Wednesday, the United Nations Security Council blacklist the head of Pakistan-based terrorist organization, Jaish-e-Mohammed, which said it attacked an Indian paramilitary convoy in Kashmir. US, UK and France have asked the 15 members of the United Nations Security Council Sanctions Committee to subject Maulana Masood Azhar, the head of Pakistan-based terrorist organization Jaish-e-Mohammed, to an arms embargo, global travel ban and asset freeze. This is a very significant development which is coming in at this point of time. Let me go across to my colleague Gaurav Sawant, who is joining me for more. Gaurav, international pressure on Pakistan now. I mean, they have been exposed, shamed, embarrassed time and again. And once again, the world standing with India on its concerns against Jaish-e-Mohammed and Maulana Masood Azhar.
This is an extremely significant step. United Britain and France proposing a ban on Maulana Masood Azhar. He has so far been designated as a terrorist in the United States. His organization, the Jaish-e-Mohammed, has been proscribed by the United Nations, but China has blocked action against him at the UN. But the fact that, 3 of the P5 countries are coming forward, Russia, again, by and large, has been on India's side on Masood Azhar. It's only China that's been blocking it. So, yes, if Pakistan is compelled to take strong action against Maulana Masood Azhar and not on paper, Ankit, this would be significant. But at this point of time, India is relentlessly pursuing a war on Pakistan's state-sponsored terror. That's an aspect that the government is repeatedly clarifying, that this is a war on terror. India hit terror targets while Pakistan tried to target military targets. So that's an explanation by Pakistan, which is leading to global tension at this stage.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for joining us with all those details. Now, India is leaving no stone unturned to ensure the safe return of the Indian Air Force pilot who was captured by Pakistan. But what are India's options in face of this adversity?
A major escalation on land and up in air. This a day after India struck Jaish terror camps inside Pakistani territory. Pakistani forces chose to target Indian military assets instead.
One Pakistan Air Force fighter aircraft was shot down by a MiG-21 Bison of the Indian Air Force. In this engagement, we have unfortunately lost one MiG-21. The pilot is missing in action.
Islamabad blew hot and cold at the same time. In a televised address, Prime Minister Imran Khan offered peace. This when his troops hit an IAF jet and claimed to have captured an Indian pilot.
मेरा सवाल ये है हिंदुस्तान हुकूमत से कि क्या जो हथियार आपके पास हैं और हमारे पास हैं, क्या हम मिसकैलकुलेशन अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं?
India and Pakistan at a dangerous flashpoint. But diplomacy and back-channel reaching out are the options, with India to get its missing pilot back. At Wuzhen, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj told Russia and China that India wants no further escalation, as she briefed the two key member states of the UN Security Council about India's airstrikes.
This was not a military operation. No military installations were targeted. The limited objective of the preemptive strike was to act decisively against the terrorist infrastructure of Jaish-e-Mohammed in order to preempt another terror attack in India. India does not wish to see further escalation of this situation. India will continue to act with responsibility and restraint.
New Delhi may also engage the international community to negotiate the release of the Indian pilot Pakistan claims to have captured. India may examine the Geneva Conventions that protect combatants and civilians in enemy custody. Political sophistication now holds the key. Geeta Mohan for India Today.
Amid India and Pakistan's aerial dogfight, it was Jammu and Kashmir's Rajouri district which suffered the most. Locals not only heard explosions but also suffered infrastructure damage. India Today's Pooja Shali and Sunil Bhatt travelled to Rajouri to bring you this ground report.
Behind these dense mountains lies the line of control, the epicenter of India-Pakistan military escalation. India and Pakistan fighter jets engaged in a dogfight here, and the invading aircraft was shot down.
Behind me you can see that is the line of control, and the people here are saying that they saw Pakistani jets hovering over this area, and after that they dropped some bombs also at some places, and fortunately those bombs fell in the forest area, and there were no casualties of our people who are living here. And after that high alert was sounded all across the line of control in Rajouri district, in Poonch district.
Villagers here are in a state of fear and panic. They witnessed the Pakistani fighter jet going down.
LOC पर ब्लास्ट हुआ, हम अपने अपने घरों में बैठे थे, लेकिन हम देखने लग गए भाई क्या हो गया। उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि ऊपर से छतरी आई है, नीचे जब ब्लास्ट होने के बाद में छतरी आई, धुआं ही धुआं हो गया ऊपर।
छतरी में कौन था
क्या पता क्या हो, लेकिन हाइट में बहुत ही छतरी ऊपर से नीचे आई, धुआं ही धुआं हो गया, और धुआं के बाद में छतरी निकली, उस बीच से छतरी आई है, पता नहीं क्या चीज थी, लेकिन वो छतरी घूमती घूमती आगे LOC पे जाके गिरी है।
3-4 उन्होंने कोई बम गिराए हैं, उसके बाद वो भागने की कोशिश की है। जब वो भागे हैं तो LOC पर एक जहाज जो है वो उधर कहीं गिर गया है, उससे कोई धुआं वगैरह निकला है, और एक कुछ छतरी सी भी देखते हैं, कुछ आइटम उससे कोई गिरी है।
The situation is no different in neighboring Nowshera, as Pakistan targeted Indian posts throughout the night.
The families here in these border villages are scared, and they're living in fear because they say that through the evening, late into the night, there is often shelling, there is a loud noise, and the explosion sometimes is so bright that even when there is no electricity in and around their localities, they can still hear and see it very clearly. And of course, they are now keenly waiting and watching what the next situation is going to be.
बहुत shelling हुई है, आज भी हुई है।
हुई है? तो काफी loud आवाजें आती हैं।
आवाज आती है, बाकी तो वो उस वाहिगुरु की कृपा है।
बहुत जोर से आवाज आती है, यहाँ हमारे दरवाजे और मिट्टी ऐसे गिरने शुरू हो जाती है। हाँ जी,
मकान कांपते हैं। मकान कांपते हैं। हाँ सर।
The situation in Lam was explosive till Wednesday noon. There was, however, some semblance of normalcy later.
Now there is calm, but it is a very uneasy calm. You know, people are just trying to go through their days and evenings, but they also are having sleepless nights because there are these loud bangs and loud explosions that take place through this shelling from the Pakistani side. And this is where you know what it means when there is action taking place. This is where people who brace it each day are actually a living example of courage, and they're just trying to live it through smiles, taking each day as it comes. From Lam, Nowshera sector, with Nasir Khan, Pooja Shali.
That's all in this bulletin. News and updates continue on the other side as well. Don't forget to log on to indiatoday.in and download our app for all the latest. Coming back, stay tuned.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.